camera. There we go. Hello, everyone. I hope we're having a lovely Tuesday. We are back on the Obsidian Refuge SMP, which is a community Discord server. Rather, Cobblemon server. It is accessible through Discord. For Virtuositas or Virt of Battlecraft SMP. This is his private community server. You need to be a subscriber to his YouTube channel, that's second tier, or a Twitch subscriber to take part. And today I'm just, I've been hanging out since last night at my friend Gil's place. They have just this little island base that used to be a taiga. They've since stripped it down, as you can see, and they've got all sorts of fun things down below a level. But they tend to have a lot of absols spawning quite regularly, and I am a fan of absol. And so at some point I need to start chaining them, because I would like, if not a shiny, then certainly one with good IVs. And one nice thing that's been happening is every time I've been logging in, if an absol spawned here while Gil is around, they put it in a boat for me and let me know, which is lovely of them. But yes, it is, the sun is setting. One thing we're going to do today is some fossil hunting, as well as absol hunting. Unless there is a shiny Pokemon, I'm not going to stop for anything else. So that is my plans for today. But before we get started with that, let's go take a look at a little place that I showed off on Sunday at the end of my stream for Steam Stack Sunday. We will instead go there now, because I have been running a competition on the server. It's a build a boat competition, and appropriately Cobblemon themed. You've got to build it like an aquatic Pokemon, with a, to phrase it more better, I English good, you can tell. The challenge was to build a boat themed after an aquatic Pokemon of their choosing. I was quite loose with what Pokemon did qualify and what, but some definitely did not. And this, by the way, is the amazing hub in the Nether, built by members of our community. It is absurd. It is insane. It is gorgeous. So shout out to C-Mac, to Amy, to the entire group who put all their time and energy into building this place. Like, look how big it is. You've got these amazing stairs. You've got the portals to various bases positioned around here. And who knows what else might come along and get popped in here and there. And I believe some folks are building some stuff up there as well. But yeah, I am just continually impressed every time I come in here to take a look. Now, we want to go all the way up here to this little portal over yonder. So we're going to cross over now. I'm wearing a gold helmet, so I don't have to worry about getting any aggro. So some of the fun stuff of combining Minecraft with Cobblemon is you still got to watch out for the Nether. Oh. Take one if you don't have any. Oh, soul speed boots, okay. Well, I definitely don't have any. Let's put those in there in case I drop them. Whee! Someone mentioned putting some soul soil down to make travel along here much quicker. And looks like they did that last night. Or certainly yesterday afternoon. Whoop! But go through the health very quick. So you better have food on you. And off we go. So we're going up to an area called the Calypso Coast, which is an area I dug out and prepared for the build competition. This is currently running this week. People taking part have until Friday to finish their boats. And then they'll be judged over Friday and Saturday. And then on Saturday, I will actually be streaming then, because we will have our fishing competition. Which essentially is a big summer fishing competition with points, and the top 3 players who get the most points will get additional rewards, and everyone gets some nice participation prizes. So here we are. Got some nice glazed terracotta. I won't talk about how long it took me to get them all in the sort of correct sided order so that you can see the patterns, but here we are. So this is, you know, if we're going for lore, an abandoned pirate quay just along the coast, which I recovered, and I built a couple of buildings, and we've got even flying the Obsidian flag. Team Obsidian, oh yeah. And so people have been building their boats. Some are definitely bigger than others. Some are a little more aquatic than others. So we got, over here, we got Jam Jams, Magikarp, Submersible, or Submarine even. Over there we have the Quaxcellence, which is just absurd and amazing looking. Like, look at the way the tail just glows in the dark. We got this giant shiny Lapras boat. I'm avoiding going inside looking at interiors at the moment because I am one of the judges, being my competition and all. And then we got this one over here. And then we got, I think it's a Relicanth over here. So another member of the Submersible Club. And then we got, I think, not sure if this one's done yet, but I think this is meant to be a speedboat. Dreepy boat, yes. So you'd climb in and this would speed along. And then we'll follow the dock. This took a lot of jungle wood. Let me say, it took a lot of jungle wood to get going. We'll come through. We've got lots of lovely lighting, courtesy of Feral Lanterns. And what is this? Fishman and Mace's boat launch. Okay. I'm guessing they might be building something there. Yep, so we've still got people who are going to be popping boats in over here. As I've said, they've got a week, and then we've got over here a massive Whale Lord vessel. I kind of mentally think of this as being maybe Team Obsidian's cruise ship. If you've ever seen those. Or at the very least, it's maybe a launcher for some of the speedier vessels over there. But let's... oh, there we go. Is that in a boat? Someone has a shiny out over here. Just have a... Yep, it says peanut butters. I wonder, because it didn't make any shiny noises when we went by before, so I'm guessing they must have put a bunch of those in pasture blocks to have them out. Although I will be banishing any pasture blocks on Friday and Saturday because we don't want those distracting people from the competition. So we come on through. And we've got healing station and PCs here for use. So there's one there. You've got one in the little purple building here. And then there's one further along as well. So up here... Yep, so we've seen the Quaxcellence. Relic has their ship here. With lovely sails with the Obsidian O on the back. So it's Relic and Royal J's Team Fossil SS Armaldo. So they based the design on the Armaldo fossil, since those are technically sort of aquatic Pokemon who, when they evolved, went onto land but still hunt in the water. And I said, yes, you could do that. And then we got Ashik's, I think it's, Clonshire? I'm probably getting that name completely wrong. But it's like a little catamaran kind of dealie, and I love it. There's so many clever ideas, and then we got... Well, I'm not quite sure. It's a boat by Amy and Jake. Looks like a boat being... A Dodozo boat being towed by two Lugia with a giant marsh top on top. Very impressive statue building. And then we have the Drake Nair. More info in the book, and this one is a Viking inspired longboat. So get rid of the the level of detail on that one is quite crazy, really impressive. Like honestly, the level of detail on all of these is really good. I've been repeatedly impressed by all the builders on the server, and the event is no exception. But again, we're not going to go inside because I do want to save that for the competition itself. I may record going around each of the boats separately. And then we got this giant Kyogre of massive proportions, as you can see from the map alone. Goodness me. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. But since this is the end of the jungle biome, that's as far as the docks go. So this parked a little ways off rather than be completely offshore. But again, this too is still a work in progress. So I don't want to look too closely. But they've got this as a giant submersible machine as well. Huge. Crazy big. But the amount of work people are putting in for the competition, I'm so glad that people are taking part and I hope they're having fun with it. It's definitely giving some people a chance to stretch their design legs, giving people a chance to think about building stuff they might not otherwise. Definitely teaching me a thing or two about running events as well. Need to be maybe a little less generous with the size allowance. We've got some of them. These are just huge, but I also feel like the emphasis on boats needs to be remembered. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to getting to tour the insides and then having a chat with my fellow judges as to what they think. And then on Saturday we'll be announcing the winners, and then we'll be holding the fishing competition. The fishing competition is starting, or at least goes live at 10:30 p.m. British Summer Time, so that's GMT +1. And yeah, we'll have like half an hour for folks to get together, get their stuff ready, make sure they've got fishing rods, make sure they have no bait attached. None. Bait is banned from the fishing competition. And then what else have we got? Well, we got a whole bunch of rules right here, and I'll pause that. Folks can take a screenshot as they need to, but we've got quite a few rules. We've got the point system for the fishing right down there. They're a variation of Admiral Peepop's Magikarp fishing tournament rules. But yeah, this is Half Pint. He is my teacup Gyarados, and he is the sponsor of the Big Catch fishing tournament. But with that out of the way, let's head on back to my little area. Take any if you don't have any. Very generously donated. I know Amy was mentioning doing something for that, so that might be her. Might be some more of the others taking part in doing that. So If you guys happen to be tuning in at any point, well done and thank you for doing that. That's so kind of you. And yeah, so today we're gonna go look for some fossils. Because I fancy hatching some fossil Pokemon. Oh! Pig indeed. This will be my second shiny Lechonk if I find him. Depending on where he is. Where is he, though? There he is. Not my turn to act. I don't believe that. Oop. There we go. Oh. Oh, we got him. Huzzah. Let's put Fantilia in the lead there so that Lechonk doesn't... Or, well, not Lechonk, but Half Pint doesn't get in trouble later. I've been slowly, just naturally collecting shinies. This is the way back to my base. Or at least my base portal. I'm not based in the Nether. That would be a little bit dangerous. Ooh. I don't care about any of that, so let's go this way. Wonder if someone's been through there. Doesn't matter. But making all the tunnels to get around has been a necessity, and then also building so that you're not falling directly into lava, also necessary. There's a few stretches that definitely have a bit of risk to them. And then up this way to my base, which is has a portal in a warped forest, which has been quite nice. When I've needed ender pearls, been a good place to go. When I needed gas tears, also been a place to go, but much more frustrating. Getting those to drop has been a pain. But here we go. Before we set off, what we'll do is go into my base, and we're going to want to just create the necessary equipment for reviving some fossil Pokemon. Because if you can't revive them, what's the point, you know? So that's the first thing we're going to do. So we've got a lovely pool here, or rather, little lake with its mini island, and the center island will eventually have a... Maybe it's going to have a... I say gym, but it's going to have a battle arena on it. I haven't designed it yet, but that's currently the plan for there. So right now I've got just a little bit of a farm area. Got a zombie villager right there that I still need to do something with. I've got a new pen now for when I eventually bring my horses over from Apricorn Town. And then I've got this little area that I built under the house. So I've got myself a sugarcane farm. It's very slow, but you know, I followed a tutorial and I built this. It's one of the first proper redstone-y things I've done in a very, very long time, so I'm quite pleased it works. And then, of course, we got chickens. Lots and lots of eggs. And I was trying to get a creamy or a Millicey or whatever the however you say the name, that cake, cream, ice cream cake Pokemon. Nothing spawned as yet, but you know, maybe in due time. So let's check. Aha, there we go. We cooked some potatoes, and we got lots of iron, which I have a feeling we're going to need. So in here. And what we're going to do now is have a look for fossil. Oh yes, sometimes this gets a bit fussy because of the... There we go. Fossil analyzer. We've got amethyst shards. We got... Yeah, we've got all of these, so... Where's my glass gone? So let's grab a bunch of that. I'm going to just put these boots in there for now. You have so many backpacks and still not enough room. Right, where's my redstone at? Here we go. So we've got some redstone, we've got some glass, we've got some iron. And then we wanted some deep slate cobble. Oh, we need the amethyst shard. There we go. There we are. So we want the fossil analyzer. Check. Where do we want to put? Let's go up here. Oh. Didn't quite want to do that, but... Oh. There we go. So let's put that there. So we need, I think, what was it? Is it the tank? There we go. So we need a revive, a composter, and the others. Okay, so... Do we have a revive? I'm pretty sure we do. Ah, there we go. Because we made some. Thankfully, we got lots of local stuff. Hello, Amy. How are you doing today? Were you the one who put the... Did you put the soul soil in the nether to make it fast to get to Calypso Coast? Wonderful job. Really awesome. Loved speeding along there. Although I forgot your health or your haunches deplete really fast. And thank you for that as well. That was really cool of you. Alright, so we got rose, iron, we got glass. So we did composter. What do I need for the composter? I always forget. There we go, composter. I think it's... Is this... Oh, we got plenty of those. That's not a problem. Just remembering which bag I put them in, that's the problem. Here we go. And then we got the restoration tank. Huzzah! It's got that there, and then we just need one more thing. Might want the auto-feed backpack upgrade and the Inception upgrade and the indestructible one. Maybe eventually. It's not a priority for me. Having different backpack upgrades is great, but I'm still... I've had other priorities to work on. I've been building like the Calypso Coast and stuff like that. I have a lot of... I would have to do a lot of farming before I do any of those upgrades, so I'm not worried about it. Maybe eventually, but it's not a priority for the minute. What is the last thing you need? You need... is it a PC? No. What is the... Resurrection machine. What am I missing? I am missing... the data monitor. That's the one. So we need one stick. And then let's come back down here. There we go. No, that's the fossil analyzer. We don't need a second one. We need copper. There we go. So now we have this whole thing set up. And conveniently, we do have a couple of fossils somewhere in my backpack. Here we go. Let's do a cover fossil first. So we've got to fill the restoration tank with stuff in order for it to start powering up and delivering us a Pokemon. So, let's... I usually have quite a few things, but let's see what I can get of... Can I use Netherrack? No, you cannot. Okay. Science! Need the apricorn leaves. Let's maybe try these. Oh. Don't know what I put in there, but oops. Alright, so not the best, but not the worst I've seen. One thing I usually use is like hay bales, because it normally like just fills it up by a lot. But I don't have any available for that right now, so... And just fixing something quickly that broke on my screen. Only want to get Arctosalts. Do you have 2 bird, 2 dino fossil? That is a good question, Amy. Let me have a look. I have loads of birds, but not much else. I have 1 fish, 1 drake, no dino yet. But part of my adventures today is going to be looking for fossils, so I will keep an eye out, and if I get any, I'll certainly let you know. And if I make one, then I might look into a trade. Can I buy one of the bird? Of course you can. Don't know what the going price is, but like, they're plentiful. Or at least I just keep finding so many. So whatever you consider a reasonable deal, I'll be happy to sell you one. That's not a problem. Haven't found a single fossil, but I haven't looked. Yeah, you do kind of need to go looking, which is probably what I'll be doing today, if nothing else. So I've got plenty that I'll be happy to share, at least of the birds. The rest, I need a few more before I'll sell them. Hello, Jake. How are you doing today? So this is going to take, yeah, it's only at 17 per. I think it's what 5-10 minutes. Real life time, so we'll leave that alone. Where's the best place to look? Honestly, it's just a matter of exploring, because it also depends on what kind of fossils you're wanting. Certain biomes will have different fossil types. In certain woodlands, like birch forests can sometimes have it. I know there's one in like the spruce or oak forest sometimes. You then get things like, if you're in the jungle, look along sort of like, cave walls, sort of the side of mountains or hills, especially if there's a sudden amount of mud where there isn't anything else that's muddy. That usually indicates there's a small fossil site there. Other places, there's, ones that can be found in the mesa, that sort of thing. So that'll be something we can go take a look for sure. Might leave this backpack here because I don't really need to bring it. So let's put that on the wall. Oh. I don't think I'm going to need any of the terracotta or the clay or the glass, at least right now. That's fine because it's again, it's my random gibberish backpacks. I'll probably have to go through and sort everything, but I don't really have storage set up for any of this right now. But that's fine. This is my tool bag. Very full rock bag. Plants and trees. Random stuff. Food-related stuff. treasure, Pokemon related things, Pokeball related things. Let's grab some Pokeballs. I definitely need to grab yellow. I am running quite low. And let's take 25 of that. Alrighty. So, I remember we've got a trial chamber under here somewhere. I'm not going to go looking for that today. But we have an archaeology spot we can check out over here that I found when I was wandering through. So that, I think, is going to be the first place we visit today. We've got some brushes, but do we have enough feathers? I don't think we do. Oh, we got 3. We got an extra feather. Hopefully that's back. That's going to be enough. But off we go. I am on. I belatedly seeing your query there. I am glad to hear that you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Just taking it easy. Getting myself caught up with some non-competition things on the Obsidian server. Ooh. Got a wild one over here. Where are you at? Not the greatest. I'll leave you alone. We can find better. You and Jake finished your boat. I did see that. It looks very impressive. I'm looking forward to exploring all over it and inside when it's Friday. I was showing off all the builds in progress and finished and waiting at the docks. It's so cool to see so many people getting stuck in and being really imaginative. Our server has some amazing builders. We are really blessed for builders. And everyone's been so nice about like, hey, if I need help with something or I don't feel confident about doing it by myself. Others have been like, hey, you can come work with me. And like, that's what we like to see, yeah? Ooh, you're not too terrible. I would say do at least a basic inside. You don't have to heavily detail everything. But not doing one and just leaving it empty inside probably wouldn't fare too well, given that a lot of people are doing interiors for theirs. So if you want to sort of match their energy with what they're doing, definitely think about just adding, at the very least, a simple interior to indicate like what kind of boat is it, what goes on inside, and that'll definitely count in your favor when it comes to judging. So, whoa! This guy. Now we've got a ruin down here. So let's... Ooh. Swimmy, swim, swim. So this here is a birch forest. They can sometimes have a fossil site. And we'll just see, because I marked it fossil, but I don't know if it's an actual... Ah, here we are. This is the fossil site. So if you see like random logs like posted like this. There might be oak trees, they might be spruce trees, and in this case it's birch trees. This indicates, like, this is meant to represent a dead tree. And underneath it, when you dig down, there'll be the suspicious gravel and similar that will potentially yield a few shiny things. Now, where did my brushes go? There they are. So we got main brush and then backup brush. So let's turn on the pickup. Oh. That makes life so much easier. You don't necessarily have to do this bit, which is me chopping everything up. But it does give you kind of a rough idea of like how big the site might be below. Just how far you might want to check for any suspicious sand or suspicious gravel. Usually it's suspicious gravel for this kind of site. But we shall see as we go further in. And here we go. Here's our first one. I use a pack that lets me see a bit more clearly. Like, it adds a black border to suspicious sand and suspicious gravel blocks. I know some people, like AMC TV, has one which makes them a different color, like red or blue or what have you. So lots of options for that if you're not any good, just as I am, at recognizing, hey, this is a suspicious gravel block. Or suspicious sand. And if you do !sus sand in the chat, you will get a link to the Modrinth page for the one I use. And Silk Touch, because why not? Alright, so we'll just dig this out a little bit. And another nice thing about fossil sites is you'll also get rooted dirt and coarse dirt. Which I love having that, because it's another option without having to go too far or look for like one of the azalea trees and things like that. It's just a good extra source of these things. Alright, so we've dug that out. We got one that's visible, so we'll start with that. And we got some copper ore, because of course we do. Now, I've mentioned before, I generally use just a regular unenchanted shovel, because if it's enchanted, it's going to whiz way too fast and potentially break something. At least for me, that's the way it goes for me. Nope, goodbye. Nobody cares about you. The curse of spammers. Now we got some more. So often it will give things like copper ore, but sometimes it will give Pokemon items as well. I think I'm hearing a backpack mod somewhere nearby as well. That's a little unnerving. We got this layer, so let's do that, just to widen it out a little bit. Some of them can end up being really big and expand out in certain directions. Others, not so much. One thing I might do is like look for a swamp and see if there's any there, because the swamp-shaped fossil patches are really interesting. Alright, here we go. Here's an example of one of the Pokemon items you can get, which is the Mirror Herb. Oh, we're already full up here. Yay. Oh, we got energy roots, because of course we do. And then let's put the boat in here. put the signs over here just to free up a bit more space. But yeah, so the mirror herb can be something you dig up. Also, like feathers as well. But I'd say, like, this kind of dig site is one of the more sort of up there for common ones. The most common are usually the patches of odd gravel and, what's it called? Mossy cobblestone. But I've also been on the lookout for those the most, so they're the ones I spot the easiest. Oh, here we go. And we got a fossil! We got a plume fossil, no less. So that can go in the backpack over here. That can join the growing pile. Then, alright, we've got a little bit more on the stone side. Oop. So we're getting to the bottom now of the sort of the fossil area that definitely has bits we can obtain. It becomes quite apparent the minute there's no more gravel or sand, depending on what kind of site you're exploring, then you're definitely out. So I think we might have... Yep, no, we're at the bottom, and there's no more. We've found all the fossils we can get. They're not usually very big. There's usually a minimum of at least one fossil, which means there's always the risk that if you break your sus sand at all, you might actually be breaking the actual fossil, so you have to be extra careful. There we go. And then we'll put just light down here so there's no problems. Oh. And there we go. So that was one fossil site. And now we got to go find some more, which is always the tricky part. But I think we're going to head north and sort of swing along the coast and see what we can find. Oop. I might need to make a fresh shield soon. Oh, beehive. Oh. Oh, creeper. Rude. Big burb. Do I know I have one of you already? I could have sworn I did. I swear, one of the things I find, especially with Cobblemon, is you see so many Pokemon over time, and you just kind of end up assuming you already have one. Just because they're super common. Alright, so let's have a look here. So because it's dark, it makes it a little harder to tell what is and isn't about. But we do have some... Ooh, hello! We got some ruins! These will not have fossils, but you can get Pokemon items from them. Usually a good source of gems, if nothing else. And of course, gimme gold coins. So I'll just... Well, at least it didn't blow up any ruins. I'd have been more upset about that, to be honest. Whew. The downside of the rain. Let's just hop up here for a minute. It's a little bit out of range of the creepers. Well, let's just make sure we got some extra dirt in our backpack, just in case. Yep, so I'll leave that ruined structure alone for anyone who's hunting for gimme ghoul coins. Those are usually pretty good for those. So let's have a look-see. Although I will say, I might go back in a moment, because it was one of the towers I wanted a better look at. Oh, and we got Ye Grand Portal. Yeah, there was one thing I wanted to just go back and check quickly. Because sometimes with the Cobblemon structures, particularly the gimme ghoul ones, there's sometimes the sneaky ones. They're a little more tricksy. Ooh. Oh. Huh. I wonder what it killed. Did it kill a phantom? If it did, oh. For whatever reason, the arrows just weren't connecting with it. That's kind of a shame. But I am apparently blowing up everything today. Except myself, thank goodness. Goodness no, I have died so many times to creepers on this server. It's kind of hilarious and a little embarrassing. Alright, what do we got? Oh, no. I was over here. Oh, it was just the way this is... Makes me wonder if maybe there's something under here, but like, because this kind of wall is what's used with, whoa! Wild Leafeon! Well, I have to catch it now, don't I? Oh, so close. I think I'm gonna have to temporarily switch for Sunday and try and sleep them. Just hope it doesn't get knocked out. What have I got? People, Graspel. We'll start with those. Oh, of course you missed. Wait, you're immune? Rude. Okay. It's not very effective, so hopefully it won't knock it out. Wow, didn't even do a lick of damage there. Don't get knocked out, don't get knocked out. Ooh. A wild yarrow indeed. Hey! We take those. Hello, bee. Let's put that away. Keep those there. And off we go again. Hello. Speaking of, hello, yarrow. Did you see we just caught a wild leafeon? You indeed were summoned. Evidently it was meant to be. I might have to name them for you. Let's have a look. It doesn't look like there's anything over there that might be fossily. So one thing you can check on the mini-map is certain shapes to structures. Like, so if we just remove that, because we've eaten it now. Confirm deletion. But there, it would have been a really interesting sort of mix of wood that doesn't look natural, doesn't look like a tree. Like, for here, you've got, like, there's the circular ruins, and then that was, like, the fortress ruins. And we've even got more over here. There's some more ruins right there. But that might be something interesting. I'll go take a look at that in a moment. But sometimes there'll be like a lump of like dirt or earth on like a little island or on a coast. It's usually on like the coast or the edge of a river. And that ends up being a little fossil structure as well. Yeah, perfect timing, no less, I'd say. It was meant to be. Alright, let's see. We've got lots of peonies over here. Oh, we got a cave, we got red roses. Oh no, in this case those were the peonies. So again, it's easy to mistake certain things. Because for some reason they use the same colours for those as they do for the ruins, which very odd. But on the other hand, Minecraft does have a limited colour palette, so it makes sense, I suppose. But we'll come on through here. Let's see if we can spot anything else. So we've got big old plains biome here. We've got a bit more of the ice mountain there. The one structure actually that I have a really hard time finding are the ones in the like frozen biomes. I've never seen one. Like I haven't seen the frozen pool ones. I haven't seen like the ice spike ones. I just can't find them. Which is really annoying because I have like on my personal world, I have the most extensive ice field and like area that's just full of snow. Nada. Can't find it. Or at the very least, I don't recognize it. Aha! And there, right there, that lump in the dirt with the mossy cobble, that is another example. That is a very strange bugged water drop there. Let's see if we can get over. This is an example of another fossil structure. This one usually I tend to find either has the bird fossils or the old amber. Old amber are the most common from what I remember. Well, no, I take that back. The fossilized birds are the most common, followed by old amber. At least in my experience for the ones I've found. Come over here. So hopefully we'll find a good couple of Pokemon fossils while we're out and about. One thing I might try and do is look for some of the fish ones, because they're the ones on the water. But there are... Oh, hello! Skull fossil! Not the one I was thinking of, but definitely a possible one to get. So let's just make sure we don't have any other fossils in there. Actually move the pickup over to... yeah, I might as well stick it on this one. Why not? We'll put the skull fossil there, and we can see what we get out of it later. And look! Second fossil. Bird fossil. Once again, super common, as I said. So we might now have found all the fossils we're going to get out of this room, but it's still worth going down. Like, at minimum, there will always be one. Singular uno. But as you see, we got 2 there. And I have had occasion where, very rare occasion, mind you, but I have gotten 3 before. So, very low chance, but not impossible. How much do you think I should sell? Oh, don't ask me economy questions. It's going to really depend on whether you think you've got a buyer. Given you can't craft them, though, you could probably make a pretty penny, but just bear in mind who you'd be selling them to and whether how badly you want to sell them. Because it could be something you keep as a personal trade, like, hey, I want these items, do you want this? Or if someone's looking for it, like, hey, what will you offer me for this? I was thinking 3 diamonds a stack. 3 diamonds for 1 stack. I would up that. I'd put that at least 5 diamonds a stack. They are super rare. Oh no, that's just gold. I was hopeful for a second that we might get another. It was not to be. Alright, let's clear the... One time the excavator could be useful. Just clearing away extra stuff at the top here. Oop. And then we got one singular possible option. And it's a copper ore. Because of course it is. Alright, let's fill this in so it's at least flat. Many people don't bother. I do. A bit like creeper holes. I just think it's good manners to fill in holes where you leave them. Most of the time. Diamonds for 32 obsidian, though. Yeah, but you can get obsidian really easily. All you need is lava. And we've certainly got plenty of that around. Whereas gilded blackstone, you literally can't craft gilded blackstone, and it tends to be much more limited in where you'll find it. So I'd say you could get away with, like, if you're selling a stack, like a full stack of gilded blackstone, I would 5 diamonds for that. I think that's a steal. It saves someone having to hunt through multiple fortresses to go find it for themselves. They are paying for convenience. Alright, so where to from here is the question. First, let's see. Can I get anyone else to sleep? And then I hydrated and spilled my drink. Of course I did. Zeus, please. Now, I don't know if people have noticed, but there's going to be a lot more people streaming Cobblemon for like the next week or so. Then probably hang on for a little bit longer, but definitely for at least the next week or two. There's going to be a sort of a big surge in popularity slash temporary attention for Cobblemon because some of the big sort of streamer groups, especially over in the US, are running the Cobblemon Academy, their second season, which is like their own mod pack building on the Cobblemon one. So obviously they've added in all the megas, all the mons, all the things and stuff. Yeah, Pizza Hut's thing with Abe. It's fun to watch, but it's also fascinating to see like people who are used to just regular Minecraft now having to adapt to what is going on, what do I do, how do these mechanics work? And then you get people who are familiar with Pokemon, who are not necessarily familiar with Minecraft, who forget simple things like eating and then end up dying. And of course, they didn't put the server on peaceful, because why would they do that? So they've got to deal things with like skeletons and creepers. But they've got all the mons, they've got all the mega stuff, they've got Mega Showdown, I think. They've got all the legendaries in as well. But they also have a whole bunch of stuff that they've modified for their own use. And I think also like there was a TCG SMP on the Minecraft circuit that I think was JoJo Solo's baby, and Pete was really into that. And obviously also a little bit probably hijacked from Vault Hunters in terms of a thing they're doing with collectible cards. And honestly, I think it's fascinating. I think some of that stuff is really cool. And hello, Althorns! Welcome to the chat! I hope that you're having a lovely day. We are just streaming on the Obsidian Refuge SMP. It is, as it says there, it is the community server for Virt. And I am just currently exploring for fossils, looking for different kinds, and yammering away about Cobblemon and other streamers streaming it. But that kicked off yesterday. And honestly, like, it's been both really interesting to see, like, nobody's boating Pokemon. It's like, you don't know the Cobblemon strats. What? And then it's like, oh, I want to get shiny Pokemon. I want this one specific one. I only want this. How do I get it? And then it's like, yeah, you have a Cobblemon Unchained on here. This is how it works. And then there's like just the, oh god, ... And it's like, don't worry about it right now. You're still a newbie. You have time. You know, for as long as the interest holds in the server, which surprisingly will be probably quite a while. Admittedly, like there are a few people who I will probably watch if they stream it, or they're streaming live. One of them being there's a French streamer called Etoile. I don't speak a lick of French, but I found him through the QSMP that happened like a year or two ago. God, time moves way too fast. Anyway, he is absolutely hilarious, and he is absolutely cracked. He will find all the meta strats, and he will use them, and he loves Pokemon, and he's really good at Minecraft, and he's going to be on the server. The only reason he wasn't there for the launch yesterday is it's his mother's birthday. Needless to say, your mother's birthday is slightly more important than, you know, a Cobblemon server launch. You know, accepting that, you know, you have a good relationship with your family and your mother, and that sort of thing. But for him, yeah, definitely slightly more important. Oh, looks like someone has been through here before. Alas. No chest for me. Oh, well, no contents at the chest for me, just the chest itself. But that's okay, we can find a use for that. But you got all the sus gravel, rather, that people have left behind. I don't need anything from here, so I'm not gonna go mining those, but if you need things like the cloaks and stuff... Oh, hello! Here we go! This looks like a possible fossil spot that someone else has raided. Let's see if they left anything behind. Because they might have just gone for the top level. Assuming it is. Yeah, no, because you got that there. So this might have been a slightly different model. But yeah, no, looks like water's flowed in probably because of the proximity of the river. But we've got a little bit here. But yeah, the TCG mechanic that they're using for like buffs and upgrades is really fascinating to me, and I'm pretty sure it's based on Vault Hunters. Which I think is a really good thing to borrow. And I think it's going to be fascinating to see in action. I believe that they've said that obviously they've got their the content creator only server that's being streamed at the moment, but the mod pack has been updated and is live right now. So if you want to try the season 2 stuff, you can. But it doesn't have the Cobblemon Academy map. So, like, the starting area map isn't in yet. I think that's coming later in the week. And then I think public servers are coming soon for that academy as well. At least according to Abe when I was listening in on his channel. So it's soon TM. So if folks are actually interested in trying that pack, I believe that's only on CurseForge. Don't know if they have plans to bring it to any of the other platforms, but it's definitely on CurseForge at the moment. When Season 1 was running, I definitely tried it, and the first legendary I encountered and caught, Mew. I was so delighted. And another bird fossil. So it looks like whoever came through here only sort of did a surface check, or they didn't even realise what they were looking at and didn't bother going any deeper. Cool. Oh, Everstone. Let's see if we can go a little bit deeper now. Again, it's me being extra careful not to break the sus sand. Or I'm just going to call it sus sand, not rather than gravel, even though I know that they're not the same. It's because it's the same mechanic at the end of the day. It looks like there's one more level to go down to, so let's clear a little bit out with this. Oh. Nope, nothing there. So that might be what the previous person who came through grabbed. They just went straight to the bottom. Hence the earlier hole. But hey, they missed out on the bird fossil. So, at least I got to walk away with that. Yeah, we got an Everstone. We got some heat rocks. Put the copper in there. Some big roots. Raw iron. Raw gold. That's all fine. And then let's move these in here. Alright, so that's another fossil down. Yeah, so they tend to be like most common along like rivers, maybe where the river connects to oceans. They're always sort of on an edge along the shore. Or a little bit further down. Or further in, rather. Like, because you can sometimes get fake outs like that one. That's not one. But it's not dissimilar in appearance. So let's see. Again, just take another look on the map. And sometimes, like, you'll get like things appear on the map that won't actually show up until you get closer. We've got a big gimme cool tower over there. I think that one's, given the state of a few things, I suspect someone's already been there. But it doesn't hurt to take a look in that direction, so. Yeah, there's no way that whoever came through here missed it, so. But they might have left the suspicious sand alone, so. Yeah, they left those, but they probably went to the top to grab the other stuff, so we won't bother going up. Hey, assured. Iron ingot. Alright, so we got some relic coins, a couple iron ingots, and 2 bits of Cobblemon pottery. You can put those together with regular pots to make a fancy pot, or put all 4 together for an achievement. I have a feeling I might need to sleep at some point, but I don't see that happening as more people have gotten online. Oh, creeper. Oh, we got a lava pocket over there. Oh, we got a village. I won't say no to a village. Depending what's north of here. We got a little bit of ocean we might take to a boat. And I want to maybe... Oh, hello. How do I not have one of you yet? Honestly, I should spend more effort to actually fill out my Pokedex. Almost. Not quite. Of course it missed. Ah, there we go. And let's grab a couple dark dusk walls because it's dark right now. Hey! Now we got a live hard. It's a Pokemon Center! We'll take the XP candies, why not? And the remedies too, because why not? Hey, we got sleepers. And for anyone who is a fan of the Battlecraft SMP, one of their members, Porp, is having a birthday bash here on twitch.tv. Over twitch.tv/pporp. Be sure to go wish him happy birthday and give him a follow if you haven't already. If he's still playing when I eventually finish my stream, I might even raid him as well. Because why not? But definitely got to shout out all the Battlecraft guys. I know for some, they really sort of inspired them to start playing. I know they did for me. And they've always been lovely to chat with whenever they have done their own streams as well. So, highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Excellent content creators. This is a very flat area. Very good for building if someone wanted to do that. But we're going to go take a look around in the water. And we'll see if we can find any more interesting sites for digging. Here's my boat. Did this one eat? Huh, okay. I've only found like 2 of the water fossil ones. But I believe there's kind of a trick to it. It's if you see a lot of the magma cubes on the ground, not magma cubes, what are they? I've got a bunch in here somewhere. Nope, that's not it. But certainly the magma blocks that you grow a few things on. Alright, apparently I don't have any with me. Typical. Oh no, I do. Magma blocks. No, I was right. Normally there'll be like a cluster of magma blocks underwater together. Like more than 2, that's for sure. They're usually kind of dragging down, and there won't be a portal there, but there'll be like a whole bunch of different bits of gravel and or sand. Sometimes it'll be more like a kind of a sunken pit. You couldn't see the hand gesture I made there to indicate that. But often it can be a little bit easier if you've got like a mini map like this to see. Like, that could be something, because it's just this one singular one. So we might go down that way just to take a peek, but... Oh, hello. Goodness me. Look at the size of you. Yeah, just a bit big. Goodness me. We are headed back down here. I really do enjoy the poker size mod. I was officially a little bit skeptical about it, I won't lie. I was like, do we really need something like that? At best addition to the game. It is a source of such hilarity. Oh, here we go. So let's have a looky look. Now, this I don't think... Yeah, no, there's no gravel here. And these are all blocked together, whereas usually with the sort of the sunken underwater fossil sites, it's a bit more spread out. So, not to be for that one, but good to give an example of what you're not looking for. So let's see. Oh, but we got a sunken wreck up here, so might go grab the treasure map from that. What have we here? Treasure map, paper, books, and a compass. And then under here. Yes, we love to see it. All the bits and bobs. Alright, so not actually too far away. Let's see if we can find it. Well, you got a proper flat little island there, seemingly. Or circular lake. Alright, so we're hitting the middle spot for sure. So let's turn north. Follow that best we can. Oh. Oh, just a big beach. I was a little bit hopeful there that we might have, Oh, hello! Ominous structure. Now, this might just be... This looks like it's more of a regular Minecraft structure that's exposed than an actual Cobblemon structure. But hey, you know, I'm not going to say no to a sniffer egg. Yeah, you can tell. Like, ooh, luck of the C3. I'll grab that because I have luck of the C1, I think, on one of mine. Yes, because it's giving coal. If this place is going to give us anything, it might give us a sniffer egg, which is fun. Yeah, we don't need that. Alright, so we are looking for... Oh, we're on track, so we want to come up this way. Some more over here? Oh no, it's definitely in the sand, okay. Not quite a fossil, but hey, you know what? I'll take a nice bit of loot. Oh, and we found another jungle. Always good to have. Ooh! That looks like a possible boat. Cobblemon boat! Excellent, excellent. So I might put the coordinates for some of these into the chat after stream. That is the Discord chat, that is. So, so it's going to be somewhere around here. Hey! Loads of iron, which I always need. Bit more on the gold front. I will take a potion. TNT, fish, more fish. Heart of the Sea. Let's do it. Then we can put the treasure map in here because we don't need it anymore. That is... Yep, I got the coordinates saved. Oops, get a screenshot so I can give that. But given this one is all the way over here, I bet that means there might be another shipwreck cove somewhere. Potentially one that hasn't been visited yet. Shipwreck Cove map, a coins, smithing template, raw fish, don't need that. Luck of the Sea one, don't need that either. So where are we in relation to that? Okay, so that's south and east. Huh. Alright, let's keep that there for now. It looks like we've found ourselves a warm ocean. Lukewarm ocean. I correct myself there. Is there any other interesting structures around here? We've got berries. We've got berries there. We passed those. It's not... Sometimes it's a little easier to see. Certainly the magma blocks. Magma cubes are the living ones in the nether. But sometimes it's easier to see magma blocks than the glowing blocks in the dark. So we'll see how well that does or doesn't go. And if we're headed east, well, you never know. We might find other things we're looking for. Yeah, so sometimes you'll find a fossil structure in the jungle, but usually it'll be much more hilly sections because it's like a sunken pit with mud. So if you ever see, like, you're in a wandering around the jungle bit and then suddenly there's like a patch of like mud randomly. Like, so you can see here, like, say in here instead of stone you're seeing like a whole bunch of mud up the side. That's an indication there's a fossil pit there, and you can dig the mud away to get what you're after. Oh, hello, we got a Lola Pikachu. Oh, it's the surfer boy. Or girl. Oh, it's sleeping. Hey. And technically you can make yourself one after evolving the cafe version, but it's sometimes the Raichu, that is, the Lola Raichu, but oh, hello. Anything interesting on the map here? Not so much. But that doesn't mean there might not be eventually. Again, sometimes you'll find the fossil sites are going to be noticeable while you're going along a river. They tend to stand out quite a bit. I am not searching for a backpack mod, thank you very much. I already encountered the most terrifying version of a backpack mod this week, and I don't feel like doing it again. Where does this river lead? Oh, out to the ocean apparently. So it would still have quite the... Ooh! Big sunken ship there. Might have to go visit that. It's like literally offshore as well. So something evidently crashed quite dramatically. Because I feel like a little bit of water breathing can't hurt. Oh, suspicious stew, always the way. And we want some of that for various and sundry purposes. Let's see, we got chest over here. Oh, more iron. Always good. Emeralds. And then, of course, down here, the third chest. We've got books, we've got another compass. Got some smithing templates. Got feathers. Always need those. Especially when you're doing archaeology. Oh, jump boost for all the good that does when you're underwater. And we'll put that there. And then regular. Oh, not too far away. We still keep going east. No, 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 come back, come back. No. No, the Oshawott despawned. Oh, I'm heartbroken. There was an Oshawott. Ah! Why? Osha gone. No kidding. How are you doing today, Marwell? Lovely to see you in chat. Oh, well, there'll be opportunities again to catch one. I do already have one, so it's not as heartbreaking as it could be. Oh, hello. So it looks like a little bit of treasure will be on the beach up here. Ooh. The lava's a bit too clumped together for it to be what we're looking for, but... Oh. Haha. I'm doing good. Spend the day fixing an issue and now I'm done and relaxing. The boats earlier look like they're coming along nicely. Big fan of the shiny lapras. All of the boats look fantastic. I'm so pleased with how everyone's progressing. I really can't wait to see what people put in the interiors. We've got a couple of people who haven't started building yet, so I'm excited to see what they're going to bring to the table. But if this is what they're everyone's doing for the first competition, like it's going to be very interesting and exciting to see what people build in future. Oh, anything? Aha! Bit too far forward. Another heart of the sea, iron, prismarine, cooked salmon, cooked cod. Then we can put the buried treasure map in here. And because we're here, let's check. Are we any closer on the... Ooh! Oh, we are! We are closer on the Shipwreck Cove map. So it looks like this will be the priority to find. That looks looks interesting. I suspect that's berries, but it could be another ship as well. And this looks interesting, so we're going to actually divert to that first. And I'm just going to set a temporary waypoint so I can find it amongst my sea of many, many waypoints. Let's put this into the backpack to keep it safe. Now, let's have a look. Now, here, this is what we're wanting. For anyone interested in fossils and you're looking for the water ones, this is the kind of thing you want to check out. Because this is kind of what you're looking for. This looks like someone may have already been through, though, which, oh no. Oh no, if so. But let's see if I can dig anything up. Because usually it'll be like a bunch of basalt pillars, some magma blocks, and then obviously gravel. Let's see. I think someone else may have already been through here and gotten the fossils. Because I'm not really seeing anything that would give away fossil presents, so alas, not this time. But that's the kind of thing you'd want to keep an eye out for when looking for one of the fossil sites. Some of them are a good bit bigger, some of them are a good bit smaller, but that's one of the things you want to be looking at. Alright, so we're going to head a little bit to the south and the east. And not seeing any other interesting spots. And got another big beach over here. And nothing popped up that looks fossily. Yet. Didn't intend to start this with looking for Shipwreck Cove, but hey, you know. If it's a brand new one, untouched, that'll be of interest to some folks, I know that they'll want to go after the rewards at the end. Oh, we're back into forests, so the ocean part has come to an end. Oh, I want to put another temporary waypoint there, because we want to check that, but that still gets to wait. Now the question is this going to be a sunken cave, or is it going to be sort of a open air one? Because my track record is I keep finding the ones that are sunken and you need like to swim underwater and get breathing potions and things like that. Oh, open water. So we're getting closer. The question is, where is it and how do we get down to it? Oh, hello. We might have our answer. So let's just double check in case there's an overground access. But I think that interesting little cove there might be the way forward. So we got Now, of course, we could do the most forbidden law of Minecraft and dig straight down. But having experienced how badly that can go... Oh, hello. I don't know if someone else made that, but that could be... Is that a player-made platform, or... Ah, this one might have been discovered already. Which, you know, not surprising. But more or less, right about here. Yep. It'd be about here, which means potentially coming down here, but we do have this fun thing, which is probably going to be filled with creepers, knowing my luck. Ah, it's not. Excellent. But if you needed a good starting base for getting yourself to the Shipwreck Cove, this might be it. Let's have a look. So this could be related to it. So shot a bit off course. We want to go north, so I'd imagine... Little bit of lag there. I imagine the cove is probably up here somewhere. I'm thinking this... That is probably related. I'm not quite sure how I got quite turned around like that, but that's okay. Yeah, so it's definitely here. Let's see what we can find. Oh, it's back out here. Typical. So I might need to go deeper. Let's do... because we've got a hammer. Let's just see. Oh, hello. I'll take those. Who says no to water stones? Not me, that's for sure. Right, so this backpack is full. So we do that, and then we do that. Cobble there. Curse of full backpacks. Why me? Alright, we are on track. Well, supposedly on track. Yeah. Oh, could that be it? Nope, that's the ruined mine shaft, so it's gotta be that. Although this is... Maybe I need to go deeper? Knowing my luck, there probably was like a water entrance that's a bit easier to find. Could use cheaty cam, but I don't want to do that. Oh. Oh, hello. We've got something on the map here that looks quite interesting. Is it in here? Not so much. Yeah, let's fill it all with gravel. Okay. This way, maybe? I feel like we're on the right track. I just don't know if I need to go deeper. Oh, hello. Let's grab these. Oh, hello. Oh, yep. No, we found it. Albeit, we're very high above it. That could be a problem. I'll put that there for safety. Let's see. Well, we found it now, so I don't mind using a little bit of cheaty cam just to... Yeah. Oh, we've got a surface one, or at least one that's not completely filled with water. The question is, what is a safe place to go to come out? So it might be worth digging just over a little bit over to get to the stairway down on the leaves. Although, I'm kind of spoiled for choice on ways to come down and come in. And yeah, it looks like someone's already been here before because we got a bed. We got the crafting table. And that's fine. Yeah, so someone's made these pillars here to climb up and down and all around. Boo. But hey, we found it. So let's just put a create a waypoint for shipwreck. Go. Oh. Didn't quite mean that to happen. I should probably leave some lights down here just in case. The last thing you need is a creeper exploding behind you, dropping you in it. Is that? Yep, no, that's fine. So I'll put that shipwreck cove in the backpack. We got... just so nothing spawns in here. We have ourselves... geode access. Someone did make this, or found it. So this could also have been a... oh yeah, no, this was someone's pillar up to indicate, hey, this is a shipwreck cove, I guess. So we just explored a bit further over, we'd have found that and saved ourselves some time. C'est la vie! Alright, do I... where did I leave my boat? No, isn't that the question for the ages? So I went exploring over land. Oh well, it is a boat that has now been abandoned. Fortunately, I have many, many more. So, yeah. I'll keep both, because you never know, you might want the geode. That's the exact spot of it. So, oh. Hey, excuse you. It's really unfair that tridents do so much damage to shields. I clearly need to slap some Unbreaking 3 on mine. Now, where do we go from here? Let's go back north. Today is just an explory day. And we got a lovely sunrise to go with it. Well, I presume it's sunrise. Lovely sky colours regardless. Then we look over here. Anything interesting in the water? So we got, oh, potentially here. So temporary waypoint there and temporary waypoint over there. Now, specifically, this is resuming the fossil hunt. Sometimes it's a little spot. This is not one of them. Alas. I am betrayed. Woe is me. I think if we can find another fish fossil, that would be really nice. Oh. Oh, back up, back up, back up. So there's 2 down here. Then I think... Yeah, no, that's just the regular. There's no sign of anything interesting up here. Connected to fossils. Alas. It too has let me down, so it may be worth looking for ones where, even though it's sort of the orange glow, if it's only one on its own, that's probably nothing. We'd want to look for ones where it's like 2 or 3 in a cluster, but not in a direct line. At least that's what seems to be happening so far with our explorations. So let's go north. Oh, hello. Cobblemon structure boat. It's not often you see these above water. Oh, globe. Sure, why not? Alright, we got taters, we got more flax seeds, got some moss. Don't need anything else in there. Oh, we got feathers, books. Oh, busted treasure map. That always sucks. But never mind. I found if you end up with like a blank treasure map like that, it usually means there's nothing in range that it detected when you open the chest. It's a shame when it happens, but it does happen. What is that waypoint for? Oh. Don't need those no more. So, back to here. I like how, like, depending on how you look, like, you could say, ooh, that looks kind of like a really gross, blobby hand kind of thing. Maps. Let's go a little closer to shore in case we see something interesting. Oh, we got another big hill. Stony shore. Anything near here? Not as yet. Alright, we got ourselves a savannah. Hello, lol, I can't think. I usually get ocean spawns when I played Minecraft. I've had a mix. It's been Squirtle is underwater. Where's he at? Hey! Oh, those are terrible stats, but we're still going to catch you because you're cute. Might be on the giant side as well, because look at the scale. Like, Sunday is, if we do, he's huge. So the fact this guy is equal in size means that this is a huge Squirtle. We are catching it for sure. Silliness factor is off the charts. Hey! Quick ball for the win! Alright, we'll put Sunday away. We got ruins here, but we're not really interested in those. They don't give fossils. So let's go back over this way. We'll go to... keep going this way and see what we can find. Like, so often if people didn't want to play if I was the one generating the map, just thought it was a silly little tidbit. That is definitely a unique thing to have happen when you're the one assigned to generate... Whoa! Assigned to generate the map. Little mean that they wouldn't want to play with you. I guess they didn't want to play hard mode, huh? Alright, let's see. We want to keep going this way. Although eventually I'll need to think about heading back the way I've come, because it's going to be a bit of a journey otherwise. And I don't feel like taking the nether to find my way home. It's got a very nice savanna biome over here. And a convenient half of a ship. Some iron, some gold, a little bit of lapis. Maybe the underside of the ship as well? Ooh. And again, it's a blank map, so it's bugged out. Didn't pick it up, though. Oh, whatever. Nothing else. Having all the feathers means lots of brushy when I want to do more archaeology. Lurk gang! Lurk gang! I think there's definite benefits to spawning in the ocean. Is that another, like, half a shipwreck? I bet that is. Ooh. That's an interesting little layout over there. So we're gonna check this if it's a ship and then go south and then maybe come back up just to check out the lukewarm ocean. Because you never know. We're a little bit above it. That's, I think, a geode. Yeah, so that's a geode above water, and an actual Cobblemon boat structure underwater. You don't see that every day. Yeah. These, I'm willing to bet this is the shipwreck code we've already been to. Yes, yes it is, so we're leaving that there. I'll take the template because I think that'll be useful for anyone wanting to do the fishing competition. And then we're going south. Actually, looking at the waypoints, I realized I never actually made it over to the stadium. I should really do that, because the stadium is a really crazy good build. I mean, if it was all in Minecraft, the benefit is that nothing could really spawn and kill you. That is definitely a benefit I can get behind. Now, let's see. Do I have potion of water breathing? I sure do. Usually I keep them turned off, but, okay. Like, this is supposed to be one of the... Oh. Well, now I feel lied to. Oh, unless... Oh! Well, I didn't think to break these, so that could be why we didn't find anything before. Is it a fish? Oh, no. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. And we can clear up the rest of this with that. Ooh. I do think the other waypoint was cleared out because there wasn't really anything beneath that I could see. But hey, we found something on this one. So let's... Again... I got copper ore. Oh. Oh, fossil. We'd like ourselves some fossils. Yes, we got a dome fossil. Alright, so let's do Silk Touch Hammer to get rid of those. And then... Oh, we want that one. Being very careful not to... Nope, that's it. That was the last of it. So we just had the one, and it was the dome fossil. I am not going to complain about that, because who doesn't like a dome fossil? Whew. Alright, so let's get rid of that waypoint. And looks like we've got another Mushroom Island here. Alright, so I said we were going to head back north, so that's what we're going to do. Turn off all the waypoints, because we don't need that rainbow. Where... Yeah, let's go a little bit over. Let's go see the island. I mean, if nothing else, if I'm going to find a way back and put up a... a nether portal somewhere, this might be the place to do it, you know? This tiny mushroom island. Safest place to be. Ooh, these look probably not fossil structures, but I'm willing to bet these are ruins. So let's have a nosy at those. I don't have any night vision potions though, so that's going to make it a little difficult for the audience to see. I can try turning up the difference a bit just to... we got friends. Which is typical if it is ruins. So that's what we were looking at here, yeah. Yeah, because these are just regular ruin structures. You're probably not going to find much in the way of a Pokemon fossil down here. Hey, a gold helmet. Why not? That's so many. Oh my god. I apparently have a fan club. I don't feel like doing a meet and greet today though, so let's skedaddle, shall we? Fortunately, none of them had a trident, so it wasn't a case of getting boinked on the head. Anything else of interest in here? Now, those types of runes can be fun, especially if you're looking for a sniffer egg. They have a very good chance of delivering one to you. Oh, could this be another one? Because that sure is a cluster, and that looks like another geode underwater as well. How dare you? Yep. Yep. And we got this guy over there, but that's another geode. And here we got another fossil site. So that's getting a little easier to tell the difference for those. Do I have a door? I do have a door. The fact that doors work this way underwater in Java Edition never ceases to amuse me. Okay, let's move the axe over there. Put these... I'm not going to need the Pokeballs this second. So we want brush, pickaxe just in case, excavator just in case, regular shovel is there. Okay. We do have even more potions, so I can make use of this now. Alright, we've got iron ore. And some bones. And any more exposed on the top here? Not so much. Oh, hello. Regular bone. Alright, so we're going to clear these away. Oh. Sus sand. Gravel. Then over here. Alright, so we got all of these exposed. So let's do excavator here. Oh! And over here. Trying to be very careful that I don't break anything that I'm wanting to save for excavating. Oh, more iron ore. Alright, that's big root fossil. No, big root, not a fossil. I think some stuff is floating to the surface rather than get caught by me. Oh, we got another dome fossil! Oh. Ooh. That is... deep sea scale. Lovely stuff. Now let's clear that away. There we go. That's another route. Oh, feather! Interesting. Alright, let's do... there, there... here, here, here. Then I think... swap that for the hammer. Alright, so we've got at least 2 more spots. Alright, that's coal. At least 1 more spot for... come on, give us another fossil. No, it's iron. I admit, I was kind of hoping for a fish fossil. That one tends to be the hardest one for me to find. Anything below this layer? Any chance? Nope. Looks like that's all she wrote for this bit. But hey, we found... Oh, just in time for my potion to run out. And let's maybe sweep this up in case we missed anything. We can always chuck things out of the bag. We don't need it, so... Alright. We got 2 big roots, a deep sea scale, some bones, 3 iron ore, another dome fossil, and a mental herb. Excellent. So let's put these in this backpack. That as well. We won't say no to sea pickles. Alright. Do we have anything else in sight? Alright, let's just pop on up here. So we clear up a bit of the shore. Alright, so we've got a stony shore over here. Man, I am tempted to stop and just grab the chalk. At my base, I have this ring that runs around the middle aisle. Or rather, around the edge of the water, because I've got a kind of a little lake, which then has an island in the middle that I'm going to put the ring around, but the whole bit around it is made of chalk, and I've burned through so much of it. But I shall leave it for now, for it is not a fossil. Alright, let's see. Can we spot anything interesting? I don't know if there are any, like, savanna biome specific fossils. Like, I'm inclined to say no, there isn't. Which feels a bit weird. You'd think there'd be something specific to that kind of region. But, like, from my memory of the different fossil types, I don't think there is. Now we got another stony shore. Ooh, and we found some more jungle! So it looks like it's a bit of a sparse jungle here, though. Yeah, so we've got sparse jungle, bamboo jungle, and then, ooh, a dark forest. Although this is quite a big sparse jungle, I have to say. Interesting. Let's just come over here in case there's something that pops up. Anything? Anything at all? No? No. That looks strange. I kind of want to go see what that is. Ooh, dumb eyes. This time we take the boat with us. I'll put this away in here. Where was it? Let's just set a temporary marker there, because that looks weird. And if it's weird, I want to check it out. Because you never know, it might be something useful. God, I know it was a troll, but if the Mew had spawned in like that tiny patch of dark forest, I would have been not surprised, oddly enough. I would have laughed. You any good? No, you're not. Okay. You're just huge. It's possible it's a gimme ghoul tower that's like got the tree growing through it. Like, it wouldn't be the first time. And I think that's a really cool, like, variant of the... Ooh, look at that. Sort of the open, exposed cave. That's so cool. Wait. Don't tell me you're... Ugh. I guess there's a lush cave somewhere around here. And a doggo. But apparently this tree is the cause of that. Oh, wow. This sinkhole is like perfect circle. Like, almost perfect circle. Wow. That's crazy. Do we see anything else? We got plains with like a whole bunch of different flowers on it. Well, I did say that there's sometimes fossils in the jungle, so we've got a jungle right here with a good bit of elevation in the middle. So let's check this out. And of course it's raining. What's the bet it starts to thunder too? Oh, there goes Scyther. Alright, we got some caves. Not so much the mud that I'm looking for though. So another place that you can often check for fossils are swamps. But it's more the... Not so much the mangrove swamps, but the regular swamp. And what there'll be is like a ring of mud. It looks really odd on the map. It stands out. And usually there's something buried there that you can dig out. Or dig into. And just be very careful because often it doesn't have a base. Which means if you're clearing things out, but there's nothing below it, and you hit the wrong thing, obviously gravel and sand can drop, and when that happens, suspicious sand and gravel will drop as well, and that will shatter it, losing you your potential fossil. Which is always heartbreaking when that happens. Alright, it doesn't look like there's anything this high up that could be fossily. Alas. Anything down here? Not really. Some caves. This is a huge jungle. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If anyone needs a jungle, the... Whoa! Well. Firstly, beware of creepers. Right, so it's entirely possible there is indeed a fossil spot, but as you can see, I'm a little in danger here. Hello, Heracross. And you fell, lol. Alright, anything here? Oh, that looks like a sunken ship. Yeah, so, like, this bit looks a little bit marshy, actually. So that could potentially be interesting for stuff. Oh. Who's shooting me? Oh, here we go. A chunk of a sunken ship. Oh. It's a regular kind of ship, too. Or rather, a chest. Rather than shared. That's a little bit odd. So one is and one isn't. Hey, I'll take a diamond. Really big jungle. Alrighty. Apparently monsters really want to be my friend at the moment. So let's skedaddle. Because the worst thing to be would be to die all the way out here. You got a tiny patch of lukewarm motion. Of course you do. So I think we've maybe seen enough out this way. I've marked where this jungle is. Ooh, a peak. I've marked where the jungle is. I think it's time to start making the very long slog all the way back to civilization. Though my mind is a little bit closer. Well, here's the other half of the ship, evidently. I did find a... Ooh. So I want to back up a bit and go see if we can find the treasure, but... Huh, okay. I'll take those. And then... another map. We'll see if that's the same one or a different place. Paper, feathers. We got this one. I think it's the same map. Yes, it is. Okay. Where'd I park my boat? There we go. So we'll probably stop on our way home if we see any more underwater fossils. But otherwise, once we're home, we might call it there for the day once we've put a few Pokemon back into the microwave to heat up. Alright, not that direction. Not that direction. Apparently my ability to find treasure is failing me. Let's try this again then. Oh, wrong way. There we go. So it should be here. Is it maybe here? Nope. Nothing so far. Oh. Here I left my sand and glass backpack at home. Where or whether could the treasure be? We're facing the right direction, and then over here, so we've got some soapstone ahead. Do I have to dig? Oh. Got there eventually, but... put that in there, put that in there. Cod, salmon, prismarine, TNT, and map. Whew, got there in the end. Now we can go home. Well, we certainly found a good few fossils. Ooh, a relicanth. Then as we go... Oh, we've got another sunken portal over there. And that looks probably like a regular ruin. Rather than... Yeah, because it's overground. So we'll stop at the regular ruin. Oh, I hate that. Oh. Jitterbug for the lose. Oh wow, absolute lack of anything in here. A Curse of Vanishing, no thank you. There's probably gold here somewhere, but I don't feel like searching for it, so... We want to... yeah, this way. Oh, and one moment. Getting pinged by someone. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. Needed to fix the thing. It's all good. And we got another Guardian Temple. You know, I should stop being surprised finding one with a mushroom island in close proximity. That feels like pretty common at this point. I mean, you know, a hint that, hey, you're gonna need milk. Here's a convenient island of milk that has nothing spawning on it except stuff that gives milk. Oh, we got another sunken ship there. I think we're going to focus on getting home. I keep getting sidetracked. But unless it's a fossil, no stopping. Correction, if it's not a fossil and not a shiny Pokemon, we're not stopping. That was the thing from before. Oh. Well, I did say, but where is it? Oh, it's over there. Wait, stop if it's shiny shows up. That's the grumpiest looking wishy-washy. Hey, we captured it. Alright, this way. I think. Do we have everything? Nope, this way's fine. Seeking. Okay. Oh. No, no going this way. At least not by boat. It's the Shipwreck Cove area. Whoa! Stop that game. The huge McLarge Poliwag. I kind of feel like I'm obligated to capture them. Now that I found them. Hey! We take these. So we'll come on through here. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, Butter. How are you doing today? We are just streaming some Cobblemon, the Minecraft mod. And I'm attempting to find my way back home. Though I think probably better just to take the same route back. I see. Not generally language I use in this chat, if that's alright. I'm not necessarily strictly PG, but I do try to keep it around that. No worries. I figure you're first time chatter, you wouldn't know. But I figured I'd just let you know so you don't get caught out by anything. Yeah, now we've had a chill stream today. We've refound a shipwreck cove someone else found. We've gotten a whole bunch of Pokemon fossils. So let's just find the bag I put them all in. And I forget which bag I put them all in. Oh, here we go. We got like another skull fossil. We got a bunch of dome fossils. We got a plume fossil. So we're going to go home and turn them all into Pokemon. So many bags. Yes, indeed. Surprisingly, you do need quite a few. And honestly, the backpack more like I don't have any of the sort of the backpack stacks, which I really probably should get, but some things I use just for like gathering all the nonsense and then I can chuck it out later. While other stuff is dedicated to like gathering wood, gathering stone, that sort of thing. I'm using the backpack mod with my buddies and I only have 3. Hey, if you only need 3, that's wonderful. I am definitely going overboard with how many I have. But it's been one of those cases of I just kept picking up so much stuff and needing more space, but not having the sort of the materials to make the backpack mods for stacks and things. Need 3. I need more. Well, evidently, if you're using the backpack mod, get yourself a flax farm started and put some cows together and some leather, some string, some I think it's one chest. Should make the basic level backpack and then upgrade it as needed. Oh yeah, it adds up how much stuff you find for Cobblemon. Like all the fossil items, all the like obviously all the evolution stones, all the knickknacks and everything. That's what I've got mostly in here. It's like the gems. You've got all the sort of items you can get from fossil sites, and obviously fossils themselves, the dragon gems and things. It all adds up. You don't realize just how much bag space it takes up until you have to get a backpack. And then you don't realize how much more you need, more space that is, you need. So it's kind of funny, but at the same time being like, oh god. Okay, no, that's just a... That's it. Oh no, that is a drowned ruin, so I don't need to go over there. Right now we're only stopping for shinies, which we did actually get one to pop up, and for fossil sites. And given we're over the ocean, we've been trying to find water ones. We've been successful with a couple, which makes me happy. Though we haven't gotten more of the fossilized fish yet, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Anything? There's only one though, so that's not going to be what we're after. If there's like a cluster of 3 together, that's usually a good sign that it might have fossils there. And I think we should be able to scoot under here. I somehow was able to make 2 Master Balls. Dang! Very nice. I don't think I'll be making any of those anytime soon. Oh, running into the poor Psyduck there. Oh, we got ourselves a village, but we don't need the village, so we can carry on. And there's a witch. Oh, I think this might be a dead end. It surely be. Although, I love where it's suddenly grove covered in snow. Right, I want to back up. Oh. A zombie villager. Maybe it's a zombie village. And given the close proximity of a witch, it's not impossible. So what are you hoping to capture with the 2 Master Balls you made? Or have you caught something already? On this server for Season 1, we don't have... Oh no, maybe they are alive because there's no sign of cobwebs. We don't have the legendaries, we don't have all the mons. We keep kind of relatively vanilla Cobblemon in terms of what's there, but we might add more in future, and obviously 1.7 is adding a whole host of new Pokemon as well. So that's so exciting. I'm really excited for Noivern and the Haxorus line. And of course, riding Pokemon without needing an additional mod to do it will be wonderful. We don't have the riding mods on right now. In some ways, we're kind of a vanilla plus Cobblemon. Obviously, we've got backpacks, we've got JI and things like that, but for Cobblemon purposes, we've got, I think, Cobblemon Unchained, the Pokenav mod, and obviously sort of the quality of life mods, but not so much the add anything particularly shiny and excessive. In the give you stuff kind of way rather than a shiny Pokemon way, because obviously we have shiny Pokemon. Alright, so we're almost home. We're heading over here. Oh, we've got an Illager outpost. We've got tall cliffs. While we're coming through here, anything in the water? Anything at all? Alright, looks like oceans are really the best bet for the water fossils. That is so many creepers, oh my goodness. We got sunken ruins, which I think we saw before. Yes, indeed, because we took the chest from the middle that someone else had already raided. And then here, we might as well go overground for a little bit. Risk a few explosions. And you know what? I feel like being a bit daft. I want to see if I can get a horn from the villager outpost. Up the stairs we go. Anyone up here? Nope. That's silly of them. Ooh, link cable. I'll take the string. I'll take the wood. Ah, come to. No horn, though. Alas. Oh, sleeping koala. Giant ratata. Oh, of course an absol spawns while I'm on the run. Why me? I love how the shader makes the main look on them. Alright, so there's only 3 of you following me. That's alright then. Shoot each other, please. Ponytail, you're not helping. Goodbye. Oh, where is that absol? Why are you beside a creeper? Oh my god. Oh no, a backpack mod. Well, that helps. Oh, could be worse, I suppose. Alright, let's see if we can get you to sleep. Not a terrible absol. At least compared to some of the ones I've found so far. Oh, not quite. I do have quite a few, so repeat ball is probably... Excuse you. Hey, we caught the absol. My job is done. Away we go! That is a huge melt tank. I love when caves have just interesting side access. Now, can we go? Not really. Alright, what's a good climbing point? Over here will do. The boat jitter is so annoying. Alright, we're going straight across. And we're almost home. I think we're almost actually back to where we caught the wild Leafeon. And exploded a bunch of ruins while we were at it. So we got... Oh! Low-level beehive. And another beehive. Oh, I recognise the spot. I, might have been through here and shaved off all the chalk that I could find, certainly from this spot. Like, if you go behind that front layer, like, it's all gone. It's all carved away. So up here we go. Like, there was a lot more there before. And there's the tiny cherry grove up the top. Here we go. And now we're to the north of my area. And that is my house, and this is the sort of farm area I've established. And that's where all the chalk went. To make a lovely walkway around the lake. So in we go, out of the rain. And then if we come up here... We're only at 43% because nobody was here. But I think that seems like a pretty good point to stop. We've got a bunch of fossils to now stick in here and see what we get. But I think we'll call the stream there. We've had a very good run today. We got a whole bunch of fossils found. We even ended on catching an absol. I call that a win. Thank you very much for coming along with me on today's session on the Obsidian Refuge. I will be back tomorrow, same time, 2:30 p.m. British Summer Time. That's GMT +1. And I will see you then. And, well, maybe we'll play more Cobblemon. Maybe we won't. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like doing. All right, take care and have a good Tuesday.